Back and forth with this Georgia-Ole Miss rivalry. Cannot wait to get this thing kicked off. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
And the Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Using his feet. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. There he goes. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
3rd and long coming up. Making the adjustment. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Out wide right, it's Frazier. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout call. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He shanked it. They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Lacey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here, so instead they'll try to move the chains. It's 4th and short. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff for Frazier. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man at Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Dogs looking to convert on 4th down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on 4th. Right down the middle. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. On the ground, it's Lacey. Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable 3rd down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
And the Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll give to Frazier. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. A run for the quarterback. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
The Rebels are rolling down the field. The give on the counter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So,
flying down the left side. And he scores! Touchdown, Rebels. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
he shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that.
Number 17, set to kick this one away.
Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia.
Timeout.
They're down to one timeout left in the half.
Number 17, set to kick this one away.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. On third down, here's Frazier. At the 45, on his way. Oh, he's got some space. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
Man, having a great back makes life so easy on your offense. It balances everybody out. It commits more guys to the box. And this guy all season long, he's in the top 10 in rushing for a reason. He's continued to make plays. You continue to trust him. This guy is a great running back.
Cuts it upfield. It's Phillips. to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There.
He's loose. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And they did tack on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Phillips. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for a crease to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. You just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The throw. He's got the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, Boom. Positive yards. Nice positive play for this offense.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. Needs it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Setting up the screen. Quick spin on the run. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on 1st down, you're thinking run, right? Like, be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion, now 2nd and 2. They'll give to Frazier. And he could not get loose on the run.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just feeds the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
And the Rebels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Run in the red zone. It's Lacey. Runs through a tackle. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome. awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
He'll try the left side. Quick step and go. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the middle. In traffic, it's Wiley. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. There he goes. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Snap on first down, wants to throw. And as he throws, good job just to get rid of that one.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously the big decision last drive, makes the mistake that goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back. We're going to get the momentum right now. Defense ready, made a stand, made a nice play.
Long way to go on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Takes a hit as he fires. Unloads in the nick of time.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
And you know they're going to go for it again on fourth down. At least you think they are, because early in this game we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple fourth downs. They didn't get any of those. They got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense, the football.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback keeps it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Rutgers taking on the Wisconsin Badgers.
He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. He took the risk bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. here's the Georgia offense ready to go on the attack. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And he avoids the sack.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Looking to throw. Another incompletion on third down.
You got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Snaps on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Ripping through the defense. Runs through a man. He might have space. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Moves to his right. Release to the back. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They don't need a bunch on second down. They want to run this quarterback. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Now on the move. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Corrals it at the 45. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. This offense has it with really good field position. Drops back on first down. Look out! Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. To the air, it's Chambliss. Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun. Escapes the pressure to his right. He tried to get away, but the defense was able to track him down. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Second and long here. Back to pass, it's Stockton. On the move, he fires. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And this is the definition of complementary football. Your defense takes the ball away, and the offense turns those takeaways into touchdowns. Fantastic run, great vision, but this has been so good. Their defense staying aggressive, getting the takeaways, and the offense capitalizing, David, with big plays.
And I wish I could say there was complementary football on the other side. They've complemented each other, and they both stunk. Like, both sides have been bad. Turning the football over, not scoring, like, dug yourself a huge hole in this football game. They better find something quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO.
Turning on the Jets. He's inside the 40. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires quickly. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
from the gun. He'll try to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Out wide left, it's Gill. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Alexander. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Looking for a man, it's Chambliss. Right side, it's Lacey. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rebels. He scores for the 5th time in this game. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Humphreys. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw for it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And that is interception number 3 on the day. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. They're all over it. Throws into the middle of the field. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Taken in by Smith on the right side. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Rebels come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fresh center downs going to the air. Left side is Cook. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Ready to try the point after.
So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Here's a give to Frazier. Got the first down. Racing down the left side. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Rebels offense is back on the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
To throw, it's Chambliss. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. And it's no good. He missed it. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Frazier again. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's changing the play. Handoff for Frazier. Finding some room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldog. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Drops back, it's Chambliss. Out wide left, it's Lacey. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So first down will open up the final period. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Odom. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's reeled in, it's Cook. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Man, that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body, a guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. Fires toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Wants to throw. It's Chambliss. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
How about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field. But the defense finally got a stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in this game.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him? You wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his second missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Long way to go on second down. They'll move the tight end. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
On third down, here's Frazier. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
139 Albatross.
Calls his own number. They've got him corralled. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. On third down, here's Frazier. Knocked down way behind the line in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. On play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted to stop the threat. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of makes the grab and room to run. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. The Dogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And now they'll have to dial something up on third down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Rid of it on the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They booted away on fourth down. On the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's second and long. A designed run for the quarterback. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Punt is on its way. Trying to get started. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch.
There he goes! And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they tacked on the extra point.
34.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Lacey. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Off play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. Going downfield for the big play. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Here's a give to Frazier. Makes a man miss. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! Try. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Working that wide receiver screen. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Lost the throw on 1st. Under pressure. Complete in the middle. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.